Everyone knows that one person who hasn't seen an iconic piece of pop culture. I'm here to find out what they know. This is Real Stories. Welcome back. Today I have with me my guest, Sam.
What's up?
Now, Sam, I've been informed that you know practically nothing about Harry Potter.
I can confirm. I've never read any of the books or seen any of the movies. Just never got around to it, I guess.
We're going to start off. I just want to ask you what you know about the series in general. Any characters, anything.
Okay.
Just start off.
I know that there's Harry and Ron and Hermione. I don't know what their relationship is. I assume they're just friends for the most part. 4 houses.
Okay.
I don't know what really their houses of, but I know it's like Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, Slytherin, and Gryffindor.
Mm-hmm. Nailed it.
There we go. I'm doing well. Voldemort is a bad guy.
Correct.
And there's a place called Hogwarts.
I'm going to send you a picture of the first movie, which is entitled Harry Potter and the Sorcerers Stone.
Sounds good.
You're going to tell me, who all the characters are.
In theaters, November 16th. This is a pretty crazy poster.
Yes.
Looks like there's like a Santa cosplayer up in the top left.
Okay, great.
Not really sure what his role is. He doesn't look like he's good. He looks like he's got maybe ulterior motives or something.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say he is not a good guy.
What do you think his name is?
His name, gosh, Chris Kringle. I don't.
Chris Kringle.
That's all I got. Yeah.
What is on there?
Well, obviously Harry Potter's in the middle. I do know that. Ron is the redhead on the left, right?
Yes.
And then would that make Hermione the little girl?
Yes.
Okay, so she's clutching some books there
Mm-hmm.
while being flown over by a white snowy owl.
Yes. Would you happen to know the owl's name?
Oh gosh, the owl's name, of course, actually, its name is right above it. It's Begin.
Okay. Nailed it. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell me who the people are below Ron and Hermione?
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say they're not people. At least the guy on the left. He looks like some kind of, I don't know. He's got like really crazy ears. He looks like he's just been living in the desert for like decades. The guy on the right looks like a guy who works at a delicatessen or something.
Would you happen to know his name?
Oh gosh, his name, like Cletus. I'll say that. Yeah.
So far we have Harry, Ron, Hermione, Begin the owl,
Yeah.
who works at a delicatessen,
Right.
and Chris Kringle with ulterior motives.
Yeah.
Can you tell me anything about the plot? What do you think goes on in this movie?
Well, it looks like Hermione has some books of recipes maybe that she stole from Cletus, which automatically puts her on the naughty list for Chris Kringle. But because he's evil, the naughty list is actually the nice list. So Chris Kringle is giving presents to the evil people in this movie.
Okay.
And it's up to Harry and Ron to stop him. Hermione is actually an undercover agent. So she's stealing the books, pretend to be nice to make the villain trust her. Yeah. And then Begin the owl. That's what Santa uses instead of reindeer.
Okay.
He just hops on the owl and then just says begin, and then they start flying.
Can you tell me what's going on in the upper left corner?
Wow. Okay, that looks like a flying carpet that's being carried by like 3 people.
Okay.
With spears. Can't tell what's on it. Maybe another body? I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe they're a funeral service.
Finally, what is the Sorcerer's Stone?
Sorcerers Stone. That's actually the name of the guy that's been living in the desert for 30 years. Is Stone.
Got with the ears?
So it's the sorcerer is Chris Kringle.
Okay.
So this is all about Santa's pet man.
Here's the second movie.
Okay.
This is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Wow.
There are 3 main questions I'll ask you. So
Okay.
first off, who is this dude in the bottom left corner?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is Yoda after living in a mental asylum for a really long time. He's lost. He's mentally insane.
So what is the Chamber of Secrets?
Chamber of Secrets. That is the mental asylum.
Okay.
Where they keep all the mental patients and do questionable things to them.
Love it.
Secretive things.
What is that sword Harry is holding there?
It's got a little white mark on it. And normally someone would say that that's just the light reflecting off of it.
Yes.
But I know better.
You have more insight into this than I do.
What that actually is, if you can see behind Harry and Ron and Hermione, that is the mental asylum. And so the white spot is the one area in that room. Dang it, I lost the thought. There's a white spot. You know what it is? Harry accidentally bleached his sword, and now it doesn't work as well. It's a little loose.
Here's the third one, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. In the bottom left, it's kind of hard to see, but what do you think that is?
It looks like some kind of rabid dog.
Nailed it, actually. That is exactly what it is.
Look at that.
Who is the man to the left of Ron?
That looks like Ron's dad, but he's pretty disheveled. He's got long hair and a beard, which automatically means you're not in a good place in life. He's got this kind of sinister grin, and he's looking down right at Ron. And so I would say that maybe Ron's dad wants to kill Ron.
What is that creature above Ron? Could you potentially name that creature?
That is a centaur. Or did you mean as in give it a name? Senti the centaur.
To the right of Hermione, you see these hooded figures. Who are those? Who are those people?
A lot of them are upside down. And so I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that they're hooded bats. It looks like they're kind of in a cave. So maybe the prisoner of Azkaban is kept in a cave where these evil bats and Ron's dad live. It was a prison off the coast of San Francisco that shut down recently.
Who is the prisoner of Azkaban?
Well, it looks like Harry is kind of turning his back on Ron and Hermione here, which I think signals that they are the prisoners of Azkaban.
Oh, there are multiple.
Yeah, the title's misleading. They got the grammar wrong. It was a multi-million-dollar mistake. How many years were between all these movies?
One. So this is each of their years of school. So this next one is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. There are 3 other people in this poster. Who are those 3 people?
Well, they're all wearing capes, which we all know is the universal sign of superheroes.
No capes!
This movie was actually a crossover between Marvel and the Harry Potter universe, where Harry, Ron, and Hermione killed Superman, stole his outfit. As you can see, Harry is wearing Superman's cloak. The other 3 people look very confused, which of course means that they have extremely low IQs, as in like 10 IQ. These people are escapees from the mental asylum turned superheroes.
Would you happen to have names for the 3 of them?
Shadrach, Meshach, and crap.
You were so close.
I'm going to say the Goblet of Fire is the head goblin. So there's goblins in this movie. And what the goblet does is it tells all the other goblins, hey, go set fire to some things.
It's like a normal, like, Chad 1984 firefighter in his, like, 80s looking firefighter outfit. And he's like, go set some things on fire, goblins. Here's year 5, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Could you happen to tell me what they're pointing their wands at?
You, the viewer. Except for Harry. Harry is not. Harry's looking off in another direction. Actually, the guy who cut his hair, because now Harry is less Harry. He's trying to get the barber. Ron and Hermione are staring straight at you, pointing at you, saying, if you don't watch this movie, we will kill you.
Who is that cloaked person in the back?
That is a stormtrooper wearing a cape, walking down a factory. He's just there, he's the guy that lives in the factory.
Can you tell me what the Order of the Phoenix is, or what it means?
It's the order in which you assemble a phoenix, like the animal. First you have its organs. This is just a checklist that Mother Nature gave to us, So you have its organs, then its skin. I don't actually remember what the phoenix looks like. Isn't it like some weird, it's a cross of like 5 different animals, right?
Sure.
So first you got to go kill the lion and take its head and then attach it to that. Yeah. And then I think it has like eagle talons So that's really what the Order of the Phoenix is deciding what order you should put it in. And I think it had been messed up. So there were all these botched phoenixes walking around.
Could that potentially tie into the factory that they're in?
Yes, that's actually where the phoenixes are assembled. It's not good, but free meat for the stormtrooper with a cape.
Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Can you tell me who that old guy is?
Well, it says his name is Dark right underneath him.
Mm-hmm.
But to be ironic, he has white hair and a white beard. Because he has white hair, he's a good guy. Because no bad guys have white hair.
Saruman had white hair.
Most bad guys don't have white hair. Also, except for Kris Kringle. I'm not making a good argument here.
So this is a different guy than Kris Kringle.
Of course, because Kris Kringle was obviously defeated in the first movie. He's the guy that owns the Phoenix Factory. After it was shut down, he decided to go get Ron, Hermione, and Harry.
Can you tell me, though, who the Half-Blood Prince is?
So, because the Half-Blood Prince is written right above that building, I'm going to say that he's a multi-million-dollar business mogul. He is literally half blood. And the other 50% is Nesquik chocolate milk. He's a very powerful puddle.
Okay, so this ties in perfectly because for this one, I also included the book cover. So can you tell me what is going on in the book cover?
So it looks like Harry and Dark making some kind of like green soup, but Harry turned up the temperature too high. Through Harry's mistake, they realized that this could be the chance to take down the Half-Blood Prince. Since he's all liquid, the only way to extinguish him is more liquid.
Harry Potter 7 Part 1, The Deathly Hallows. Can you tell me what they're fighting?
They're fighting all the failed reject phoenixes, of course. Okay. It's why they're terrified. It's because they've never seen these animals before. I mean, how would you react if a dolphin with eagle talons came and walked up to you, you know?
That's true. What are the Deathly Hallows?
So, because they're Deathly Hallows, whenever they say hello to the phoenixes, they instantly die. And so this is all about the power of language. So it's a shift from the other movies because it looks like they're holding knives, but they're actually killing with words. It says, "Nowhere is safe." So it looks like the trees have faces on them, if you look kind of in the background.
Okay.
So what they're running from are the trees.
Mm-hmm.
Because the trees want to chop down their knees. And if you don't have knees, then you can't run. And if you can't run, nowhere is safe.
Here's the final Deathly Hallows Part 2 poster. The posters got less and less creative, I have to admit. What's going on with each of them in this one?
Okay, I'll start with Ron. He's wearing some kind of grungy 90s flannel, and he's got longer hair than he's had before. So I'm going to say that he has fallen on hard times, turned his back against the other two. He's on his own. So Ron's not doing well. Now, Hermione, she's wearing a denim jacket on top of a purple sweatshirt. That's a problem. She has no fashion sense throughout all of the movies. And in this movie, she finally realized, you know what? I don't care that I don't have any fashion sense. I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. Harry, meanwhile, looks like he's just been welding. He's got some kind of glowing sword. He knows that fire is what's going to take down the trees. So what they're actually doing is committing arson in this movie and starting a massive forest fire that will cover all of England.
Voldemort is definitely a character in all this. How does he fit in?
Voldemort is actually what the mental asylum Yoda became, and then started planting these trees with minds of their own and assemble random animals that didn't go well together. And it's because he's a mental asylum patient.
Awesome. Well, you heard it here first. The complete story of the Harry Potter series. Who knew we could go from Kris Kringle to evil Phoenix Tree Army?
J.K. Rowling is a genius.
I hope you never see these movies, because what you just said was 100% accurate, and I don't see why you need to ever watch them. Thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for having me. I do make music. My name's Lou Moss. I just released an album. It's called Praline Lad. It's everywhere that you used to listen to music, so go check it out. Why don't you?
Friend of the channel, Sam, a.k.a. Lou Moss. We'll be seeing ya later.
Adios, muchacho. So I asked my friend last night, like, who was in a relationship with Voldemort, but I didn't tell him why or anything. So he was like, "Why do you want to know?" And I was like, "Long story."